Hey guys, what's going on? Sincere here with whoissincere.com. Listen, got a breaking story here. Actually, it's been in the makes for the last 24 hours or so. But after 400 plus point drop, how long will the Dow go? Troubles in the Chinese market are said to be responsible for the sharp drop in the Dow. Well, guys, I don't know if you heard overnight, prior to markets opening here in the United States this morning, the Chinese markets had actually a 7% loss. Now, last month the Chinese put into provision a system, that would stop the market and close the market in case there was, too many massive losses at one time. So that system did kick into play today, overnight, actually before our markets opened, and it stopped them from trading early, which would have technically been yesterday in China today. So I want to read to you here a couple of the comments. We'll go down. It's opening days. Anything if it's opening days, anything to go by. 2016 shaping up to be rocky on all fronts. Lowest opening for Dow in 80 plus years. Dow's worst starts to a year over the past century. What caused this meltdown? Chinese markets hit the circuit breaker at 7%, and China just lowered rates, weakening the yuan. Okay. Plunge in global stock markets getting lots of broad media attention. Dow declines by more than 400 points. In Germany, DAX is down over 4%. The Dow needs to fall 7% for there to be a market-wide pause, better known as the circuit breaker, and we're a long way from that. I disagree with that. Dow was down 450, but Smith & Wesson Corp shares is up 5.5%. When Barack Obama talks gun control, people buy guns. Walmart is the best Dow stock of 2016 so far. It's only down by 1%. I would actually argue that point with this point right here, that maybe Smith & Wesson is a little bit better than Walmart right now, just based on the fact of the rate of return. All right, so, of course, you got Kramer here discussing his views on it, but I can't really go with his views too much anyway. But guys, there's obviously a lot of turmoil going on right now in the global markets, and this is something I would say. I don't know, how you have your finances planned out for your house, but go ahead and stock up on the things that are necessary. From the analyst predictions, gas is going to be going back up to $3.25, $4 a barrel. I've been seeing posts like that, and in different articles like that. So we're looking at an inflationary period here in 2016, where wages are already stagnant, and that's the reason why these guys are rushing to create a new economy to try to cover up all the egregious wrongdoings that they've done in this present economy, with creating a new carbon tax economy and these new clean technologies. So I'd be wary of those things, and if you're looking for where to invest, nothing in the old traditional structure is worth investing in. There's my point of view on that. There's nothing in the traditional structure that's worth investing in. If you look at people like, we'll take somebody important. If you look at people like Trump, look what they're investing in. They're investing in things that have to deal with the future. If you look at people like Bill Gates, look where he's putting his money in. These are clean energy companies that they're putting their money in. Anything that's dealing with the past and yesterday in brick and mortar buildings, it's going out the window. Okay? So they're trying to create this new economy now right under our noses with things like the TPP, the Paris Agreement, these worldwide allegiances, and obviously oversteps of our Constitution are ways that the bankers and the politicians have all gotten together and said, wait a second, we're headed for a global collapse. How can we save this global collapse from happening and taking us from power? Well, we can put the TPP into place, and we can also put the Paris Agreement into place so that we can create new tax laws, and also silence a lot of the people that are going to start speaking out about this high inflation. That's what's going to kill us, guys. It's not the fact that our dollar is necessarily going to devalue to the point we can't use it. It's going to devalue to the point where inflation is going to rise. And that means we won't be able to afford the same things that we could afford yesterday. So a loaf of bread may not be $1. It may be $2, $3, $4, $5. It's actually already $2 and $3, but it may be $6 or $9. A gallon of gas, instead of being $3.50 or $4, it may be $6 or $7. So when you talk about inflation that is running rampant across the globe, we have to think about the fact of all of the people that are on the lower side of the scale that don't make that much money. The government is still taxing the hell out of them, and they can't afford to actually get ahead. So when you're paying $4 and $5 for a gallon of gas, well, surely the amount of food that you put on the table for your children and the bills that you pay to keep a roof over your head are going to be affected. So we have to be mindful of these things. This is a global game that they're playing. If you're not prepared, get yourself prepared. Stock up on all kinds of dry items, whatever you can stock up on to make sure that you have a little bit extra in the time of need, and also just a little bit extra to stretch out, because I see rough times ahead. I see real rough times ahead. In September, we had a huge drop that I reported on then. And here we are starting out January 2016 with more of the same that we had 3 months ago. So I don't, this is just starting the year out. I don't see this having an upturn anytime soon. So, stay alert, stay alive, guys. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe. Make sure you go to whoissincere.com, and you can also check me live at Anon Radio, and you can find our page on Facebook. Just type in Anon Radio Live. All right, I'll talk to you later, guys. Stay alert, stay alive.